Philip in Bristol, Vermont. Hey, Philip, thanks for watching Free Speech TV on Direct TV. What's on your mind?
Hey, Tom, I'm calling about the, what's it called there on MSNBC? Mr.
Chris Matthews?
The other night,
yeah,
talking down Bernie, calling him a socialist from Vermont and Russia and all this crap, you know. He's an airhead. He's a bag of wind. And you know what I'm getting scared about right now?
He's actually, Philip, respectfully, Chris Matthews is one of the smartest guys in the media. And that's why you have to take that kind of an attack very seriously, because he didn't just, pull that out of his backside one day. That's strategic. Now, whether it's strategic because he's affiliated with the Clinton campaign, or whether it's strategic because he's just doesn't like seeing an outsider win in the insider's game, I don't know. But back to you, Philip.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, Tom, about Mr. Matthews. I agree. He's a very smart man. I've been watching him for a number of years, but he's just irking me a little bit. But on the other side of this, Tom, I'm seeing that what they're trying to do, I think they're really scared now that Hillary's going to. That's why we're getting the Biden influence. And
right.
I think we're seeing the Joe McCarthy, what happened to, or not Joe McCarthy, but McCarthy in the 70s when Kennedy saw that Lyndon Johnson had that chance, of losing. He butted right in there, and I'm a Kennedy fan, but I thought that was a bad thing on Bobby's part because he waited till he saw.
Bobby would have won it though if he hadn't been assassinated.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
And he would have won the White House.
Oh, definitely agree. Again, I agree with you, Tom. But what I'm trying to say, I just really believe that they're trying to set up Biden to beat Bernie, so that they can have their candidate.
I agree.
The Democratic Party.
I agree. They want to make sure it's an insider who wins, and if the insider isn't going to be Hillary, it'll be Joe Biden. I agree.
That's right.
And if not, and if Joe Biden doesn't jump in, if they can stoke a fire under Martin O'Malley, it'll be him. Although I think he's a very, very weak candidate. The thing I think that the Democratic Party is struggling with is they've got a bunch of good outsider candidates, who could run a serious campaign and really catch fire in America. Sherrod Brown, for example. I mean, there's some good folks there, in addition to Bernie Sanders. But they don't have a lot of good insider candidates. Good loyal corporate conservatives. The American people don't want them anymore.
And I hope America sees through what's going on down there in Washington. Again, Tom, I thank you for your time and everything you do for us. Yeah,
okay. Thank you, Philip. Thanks for the call. This is the really important distinction. I keep saying it on this program, and I think probably it's starting to sink in. I'm the more often I say it, the better I understand it, actually, is that it's not about progressives versus conservatives. It's not about blue dogs and yellow dogs versus old-fashioned Democrats. It's about insiders versus outsiders. And the insiders run the game. It's like the mafia. If you're an insider, you're a made man. You will always have a place on MSNBC to go if you want to say something, or you will always have a place on Fox News. I mean, there's insiders on both sides. Although Fox News has positioned itself as outsider media, and there's no equivalent to that in the corporate media on the left, only on the right, which I think was the huge mistake that MSNBC made when they reinvented their programming and decided to go even more insider, more corporate, rather than more outsider the way that Fox has. But that aside, this attack by Chris Matthews on Bernie Sanders is all about we don't want an outsider seriously running for president. And, of course, the rationale that they use is the last time that happened, it was George McGovern and he lost everything. Well, no, it's a terrible analogy. It doesn't work.